What's up, Lurky? Uh-oh. Looks like Lurky broke Long Woo streak this week. This is a special episode, supplemental, I guess you can call that. This is an episode streaming from Taiwan this week, as I am stuck in quarantine. Let me try to get this camera set up, situated. Bear with me for a minute here, folks. Still trying to figure out how to get this stand. I don't remember what I did last time. Let me don't know if you guys can see the drawing. Okay, let's hope this holds up. Uh-oh, nope. What's up, Poop Kid? How's it going? What's up, Way? What's up, Tony? How's it going? All right, let me test this setup. Uh-oh, whoops. In my hotel room here in Taipei. Hopefully Sean will join us. Sean? Okay, hold on. Sean? Can you hear me, Sean?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you guys hear Sean on stream? On chat?
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Let's see. Possibly. We might have this figured out. Sort of.
Someone said yes, sort of.
Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can adjust the volume.
This is highly experimental here.
Yeah, audio is good. Way says Way. Okay, audio is good. I just need to figure out how to tape down this camera while I'm streaming. So give me another sec. Sean, entertain the masses.
Well, I don't think they can hear me, actually. I mean, they said the volume's pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's going through, but anyways. Simple Man said it's better. So did you notify anyone? Because I just happened to turn it on.
Nope, I haven't notified anybody. I didn't know if I was going to stream.
But I think it's working out better than we thought it would, right? So, I mean, I can see your artwork there.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, it looks like it's okay. Right?
So, are you sequestered in a hotel right now?
I am in quarantine.
Okay. For how many days?
It is a 3+4 system. I'm in 3 days of where I cannot go out. I'm stuck in the hotel room. And then the 4 days I can go out, but each day that I go out, I have to test. I have to take a test. Has to be a negative test, antigen. And then I'm allowed to go out, but I have to return to the hotel at night. So I can't go out and stay out.
That's a lot better than last time.
Last time back in May was a 7+7. So 7 days of in-hotel quarantine. And then 7 days of the self-management, although the self-management part back then, I'm already at a different location, like a Airbnb apartment. And then at that point, there's no testing to go out. I can just go out whenever, but I can't go inside of a restaurant. Like, I can't eat in a restaurant. I can't take public transportation. The public transportation in Taiwan is amazing. Super clean, on time. There's digital bus meters that tells you when the next bus is going to be here. And I can't go to large events.
What time is it where you are now?
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, in the morning, okay.
Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah, PM. Are we gonna see you eat anything?
You're gonna see me what?
Eat anything, they're gonna give you food, slip it through the door.
This time, I did not opt in for the pre-meal. Only because last time the pre-meals were just too much. I couldn't finish most of the meals every day. I had to actually reduce it down to 2 meals. And then, so this time I figured I'm just gonna get the no meals and then Uber Eats everything. So, and my mom actually brought me some vegetables, some fruits.
Cool. So when you get this going, what do you think you'll be drawing?
What is today, Serpentor?
Oh yeah, Serpentor.
Yeah, I gotta do a quick drawing, then I gotta get back to work. Cause deadline's call. So, hey. All right. Let me find some reference here for Serpentor. Have you done your sketch yet already, Sean?
No, it's that I haven't, and then also I don't have a banked drawing of Serpentor from any other time from my career because it's such an odd character.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit screwed.
I mean, I guess he's kind of interesting to draw, right?
I don't even know what he looks like. Is he a part snake or is he a human being with a snake costume?
Is Yojimbo on? There's Yojimbo.
Yeah, he is.
Simple Man, yeah, still working on Monkey Prince, working on issue 7. It'll be out October. I guess this is a toy. Does he have like a snake voice? I vaguely remember like a snake voice.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta put the case of beds.
Okay. Let me say hello to everybody in chat real quick. Lurky Lurks first. Hubba hubba. Poop Kid, good to see you, Poop Kid. Hope things are well in SD. What's up, Way? Got the sexy arm to start off the show. What's up, Simple Man? Good to see Jeremy Joe. Jeremy Joe, by the way, I think you won a lottery ticket the last time, and the option was either you get a new lottery ticket or you can just get the voucher for that for the amount of the ticket, which is $30. So up to you. Let's see. What's up, Jamie Odell? Good to see you. Audio's good. Can't hear Sean well though. Okay. Sean's audio is brutal. Okay. Well, it's because Sean's audio is not. I'm playing it off of a iPad, so it's the speaker from the iPad, and I have the speaker like right next to the iPhone. What's up, James Quo? Serpentor became a whiny baby. Yonghe in New Taipei City. James, my mom's family is mainly in Taipei in the Xinyi district. Although my mom right now is living out in Taoyuan, between Taipei and Taoyuan, in a mountain complex, or a complex in the mountain. But yeah, right now I'm staying in Zhongshan area in Taipei. So he's a clone created by Cobra from the DNA of history's greatest warriors. Okay, what's up, Kevin P. West? Some of you guys wonder if did you get your. I mailed out a bunch of artwork before I left. Thank you, Jumbo. The Monkey Prince is 12 issues. Hopefully more, fingers crossed. A lot of that based on sales and interest. James Cole says Sean sounds okay. I mean, he's a little staticky coming from the iPad. Even I hear that on my end. It's not as clear as before because in the other streams he's kind of patched in directly. I think also maybe like this week or next week I can do. I'll be able to redo the She-Hulk from last time. I think I did like a She-Hulk contest. Well, it was like a drawing of a woman and then female, like a female superhero, and then people guessed people voted who they wanted. In the G.I. Joe comic, they killed the reformed Storm Shadow and used his DNA to create the Serpentor. Oh, okay. And then James, I'm also going to be spending some time down in Kaohsiung, which is the southernmost city in Taiwan. It used to be the second largest. Now I think Taichung is the second largest. But there's a high-speed rail that connects Taipei to Kaohsiung. It takes about 2 hours or so to get down there. High-speed rail, if you were to drive, it's about a 6-hour drive. Basically from, I think, LA to San Francisco kind of distance. So far, the reception has been pretty good. The critical reviews have been pretty good. I don't know how the sales are doing. I only know about the first issue did great. But, you know, with the comics, there's always a slight attrition after an issue or so. Today, I'm drawing on this new paper. It's kind of slick, so this is going to be an interesting experiment. It's actually like photo paper. You can kind of see it's kind of glossy. But I'm drawing on the back of the photo paper because it's also a kind of a more slick surface. But it's not as rough. I like the smoothness. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to use a ballpoint pen. Use like a ballpoint pen. I think this is from like a American Airlines lounge. What's up, James? You know, I thought these were like card size paper. If you can compare it to the size of this is an iPhone 6. It's a little bit like double the size of that, maybe. It came with a printer or inks from my printer. So, I don't know who. I guess I could say Canon. In the cartoon, what was the version of Serpentor? He used the DNA from various warriors, so says Yojimbo. Oh shoot! I did. The barf bags on the Japan Airlines are a little bit different. They're just bags. There's no folding, and I don't know if Sean wants to give away the secret of his barf bags now. They're actually technically not barf bags, but rather like lunch bags. Well, I just gave it away, so too late. So these are, I guess, sketch card size. So I'm hoping I can do. They'll be a little bit faster. Can play around with a little bit more other other things with it. Let's see here. Sean, you still there? No, he's putting his kids to sleep. This was just paper that I had. I thought would be interesting to draw on. Every now and then I like to kind of just try something new. This is probably not working out exactly how I thought already. I can tell that I probably won't be able to erase that much on this paper. You know how I love to erase. So I gotta be, again, pretty light with my line. I always tell young artists, when you're drawing, especially with a pencil, try to be as light with your line, how you hold your pencil. It'll also, in the long run, I feel like, oh, there's Sean. Also in the long run, you know, your hand, you won't be putting so much pressure on your hand. That way, longevity. Because you got to be putting in a lot of hours when you're working, when you're drawing, especially just to get good.
Are you using a toy as reference?
Yeah, this is a toy, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's the. It looks like it's a figurine, not the toy. Premium statue. This is the. Right.
The one with the yellow explosion on the orange background, that's like the standard. That's almost like a G.I. Joe character sheet.
Yeah.
The standard one.
Yeah, those are all those. I used to collect G.I. Joes. Did you ever play with G.I. Joe, Sean?
In really old school, I think it wasn't G.I. Joe the one with the like hair. I mean the beard that has like it was kind of flopped.
Oh,
and then
damn, Sean, you're talking about the old G.I. Joes, the ones that were like 8 or 12 inches. I think you just dated yourself. By the way, I don't think Jerry's coming online because he's at the airport picking up my cousin in New York. But Jerry's birthday is this week. So make sure.
And me too, actually.
Yours is on. Can I tell people what day your birthday is?
Yeah, you can. I mean.
I think it's the 15th, right?
Yeah.
And then Jerry's is on the 11th. So make sure we all wish Jerry and Sean a happy birthday later in the week. This phone keeps on turning off. When you get here in Taiwan, you also have to have, I think I mentioned this last time, you have to have a registered phone number in Taiwan so you can buy a SIM card at the airport. And the government will call you. The police or the CEDDCC, the Center of Disease Control, CEDC, will call you every day or text you to check on how you're feeling, if you're developing any symptoms, just to curb the spread of COVID. What's up, Kabong? Huh?
Phone is casting a shadow.
Yeah, because I have a light. Let me see. Let me turn off this light. Maybe it'll help, but I don't know how it'll.
I doubt it. It's just gonna get really dark.
It could be just really. Let me see. Is that better?
No change at all.
No change at all.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
A little bit better.
There was a delay, I guess. It was better.
Okay. El Capone's here. That's true, Yujimbo. I was just going to bring that up. There's some kind of new case in China now called, what was it, Langi or something? Or Have you heard about that,
There's
Sean?
a new variant.
Yeah, there's a new virus that 35 people have caught. So far, nobody has died, but
What is it? COVID related or is it something
it's just
different?
a new. It's just actually just a new infectious disease that they
God,
discovered near, I think, near Beijing or northern China, and it's from like marsupials or rats or something.
God, see, that's not what we need for public relations.
So it
Why is
was.
it always China? Why does it always have to come from vermin?
There's a lot of people in China. If you go to China, man, the one thing I went in 2010. That's 12 years ago. First time in my life I went to mainland China, and a you would be shocked at the amount of people, humans. Not just that the humans look like you and I, Sean, but just the sheer mass amount of people in a particular um, location, just a single location. You might go to you're in New York City, so sometimes you'll see a lot of people in New York City. Have you been to Tokyo?
No, well, I have when I was a kid.
Sometimes in Tokyo, like at those images of where they're at the street corner and they're crossing the street corner in Shibuya or whatever, right? And it's like just a sea of like people, like almost like ants, right? Like where they just like an army of ants. But like in China, like in the cities, it's like that almost everywhere. And or particular areas, I guess I should say. So just the sheer amount of like humans, and that's why if you've ever like, have you ever like talked to or met like like a mainlander in person, and if they when they talk to you, there's like their personal space, they're like right up on your face. And that's just because I think they're just used to, there's not a lot of personal space. Yojimbo's been to Osaka and Kyoto. I haven't been to Kyoto. Osaka, I went to for one day, but I didn't really get to experience the city. But Tokyo is just massive.
Well, if you fly through Japan, the airport is it Narita Airport is in Kyoto.
Yeah, but you don't. I don't leave the airport. So actually, this every time I fly in right now, I have this because of the. There's not a lot of flights into Japan every day, and because of the One World Airline, American Airlines Alliance, I should get some sponsorship from American Airlines, because I talk about them so much on the stream. I fly into Haneda first, and it's a better airport. I like Haneda better than Narita, although I think Narita is newer. But Narita is like 45 minutes outside of Tokyo proper, whereas Haneda is like kind of in the harbor of Tokyo. Let me figure out how this neck works. And also because there's an overnight, I have to stay in the airport overnight. And Narita does not allow overnight transits, connections, only Haneda right now. So I can't fly into. Now when I fly back out, it's just a 1 hour connecting flight from Taiwan to Tokyo, Tokyo to LA. That flight is through Narita. I don't really get to enjoy the airport that much. Basically, when you're doing an international transit, you have to take all your or you have to take your check-in bags. Not your check, your carry-on bags, and you have to go through security again. So like the X-ray. You gotta take your shoes off sometimes. You gotta take your computer out, and that could be like a huge long line, depending on how busy the airport is. So that's what, like, when I went from Spain to London back to LA, the London portion of that was like horrific. and that's what caused the delay. Well, part of the delay. Yeah, that's right. Sean, you still there? Uh-oh. We might have lost Sean. What happened here? I think we might have lost Sean. It looks like Serpentor just has a neck. And then he has these snakes around his neck. And then today's variants is using the ballpoint pen, which we'll be jumping onto soon. You know, using different kind of utensils gives you a different grasp of different techniques, how the pen or whatever glides along the paper. All of these different kind of variables. It's like a challenge. You know, some people are really good at the ballpoint pen. Some people are really good at with the pencil. You know, when I started inking comics or inking my own pages, I wasn't very good with inks. I'm still not very good with inks compared to you know, some of the inking masters out there. But a part of it is you just gotta try it out. And that's why, like, when I'm inking, I'm using microns. Microns tend to be a little bit closer to the feel of a regular pencil. Well, I use a mechanical pencil. This one I'm using an Orange Pentel, supplied by Janoff Stationery in New York City. Janoff provides me with. There's Sean. Are you back on? Yes, no, maybe? We'll see if we can hear him. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What happened?
The system crashed. So,
Oh.
I don't even know if these people can hear me. So
You gotta get a new computer, man, Sean. I think that when you had your iMac, there was no iPhone, right? Is that how old your computer is?
2009.
Oh, maybe the iPhone just came out. I mean, I was just thinking iPhone 14's coming out. Because the news right now in Taiwan is that the CCP, the Communist Chinese government, is forcing Apple to force the Taiwan chip manufacturers to label all the chips produced in Taiwan, to remove the Made in Taiwan label and to replace that with either Made in Taiwan, China, or Made in Chinese Taipei. So that's the latest news out here. Anyways. Frank Cho, is that who you're talking about, you Jumbo? Frank Cho likes to use a ballpoint. Yeah, Frank has some really good ballpoint pen drawings. Frank went to University of Maryland. Did he go to University of Maryland? He's kind of our age. He had started out with Liberty Meadows, which was his, I think it was a cartoon in his school paper. When I say school paper, I mean, like, you know, university paper. I don't know. Sean, do you remember when we were looking at his stuff when we were at Valiant?
Yeah. I don't know what stuff he was doing. But yeah, I think it was this, like, Liberty Metals. It's a cartoon strip.
Yeah. So what else is with Serpentor?
That's pretty cool. So you're inking it. So he's basically a human guy, and then he has like a snake. His head is inside of a snake mouth, which makes him.
Yeah, I think this is a snake costume, right? But then he has like these two live snakes that are around his neck.
Oh god.
So
It's like you're doing a headshot, but you're doing so much drawing.
yeah. Oops.
It's like two heads, and then a couple of snakes.
And snakes, animals. I don't get to draw a lot of animals, so a lot of it is sometimes
It's hard,
right.
Jim Lee says that's the thing he has the most trouble with. If there's some character that has some sort of animal physique, he struggles with that the most.
Yeah, because we don't usually draw, and then so it's just really a lot of it is just experience. And when we do draw, it's on such a time crunch basis that there's this pressure to perform because you got to get X number of drawings done in X amount of time. So
It's a trope of putting some guy inside of a snake's mouth. I think I see it quite a bit.
inside of
There's a couple of characters.
snake's mouth or a tiger's mouth, like a tiger head or a bear head.
Yeah. It's a pretty common thing. Even like with Venom, sometimes you just draw people inside of his mouth, and then the Venom guy becomes like a hoodie.
So Yojimbo says Serpentor can take the snakes on his shoulder and do a Tulsa Doom with them.
What's that?
What is a Tulsa Doom? Is that like a move, like a finish him? University Squared. I was in that. I think that's how we saw. Because I was featured in a issue of University Squared newspaper, right? That was like a college, like multiple different colleges newspaper. They had done a feature on me because I was still going to Pratt and working at Valiant, and I think either that issue or another one they had something with Frank in it. So, well, Sean, you kind of grew up in the same area with Frank. Did you?
Yeah, I never knew him.
No?
But yeah, we know him now. He's very friendly. I think the most unusual, well, there's a couple of things about him. His draftsmanship is through the roof, really good. So that's one thing. But then also the fact that they're so much cheesecake. It's an unusual amount of like preoccupation with sex appeal, which is unusual, and like that really kind of put him on the map too.
Yes.
But that in conjunction with the fact that we're in a Me Too era now, still surviving and doing. And so he's done like the cartoony, like Bloom County style, and then he also does his cheesecake stuff, like like the Rocketeer artist guy, and then he also did a couple of X-Men issues for Marvel, so he does a lot of Marvel stuff. And then sometimes he blurs a line and draws like Rogue with her tits hanging out, and then he gets in big trouble for that.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, I guess he has he's vilified from both sides of the aisle. He's gone into, correct me if I'm wrong, he's gone into some tiffs with some CG guys, and he's gotten also some tiffs with some Me Too people. So
I remember like one of the biggest things, Greg Pak teamed up with him on a Hulk thing. What was that Korean Hulk guy? And the only thing that Greg really saw that was a negative about that is that there is a bunch of, like, I guess, like very, a lot of comic book stores, they'll have like some female. The females have a lot of, in some of the stores, banded form like unit that, thought that his drawing was all very misogynistic. So they would just choose to like put that